Hello, everybody. You know what today is? It is Wednesday. So, my Wednesday wisdom nugget is not really a nugget, it's more of like information today. Today, I kind of want to get into it about mental illness and just talking about some different things. So, this year for me has been somewhat of a struggle with my anxiety. I have really been dealing with just a lot on my plate, especially with my job and the hours and just so much. So, for me, I think with mental illness, especially anxiety, you have to understand your triggers. So, you have to know when too much is too much. You have to know when to step back a little bit. So I think that is one thing when you feel overwhelmed. Just make sure that you take some time, take a break, take some steps back. And for me, with my job, I was not using my 15-minute breaks. And I started to realize that I needed those 15-minute breaks. But I kind of sort of thought if I just eat lunch for 30 minutes or an hour, whatever, I would be okay and combine everything, I would be fine. But I started to realize that I needed that time. So, the way your brain works, sometimes it does need to be turned off to function well. Sometimes you just need to take that break. So, that's what I would suggest for anyone who is feeling so overwhelmed because I'm finding so many people that feel overwhelmed in these days and times. For me, I know when it's too much, when I start to have an outer body experience, and I want to talk about that. That is called derealization. And I want to give, the symptoms and everything that is described on webmd.com. It states the symptoms of derealization usually happens in episodes, which means symptoms. You might feel as if you are in a dream or fog. You see through, a see through wall or veil is separating you. The world appears lifeless, muted, or fake. Objects or people look wrong, blurry, unnatural. Sounds are distorted, too loud or too soft. Time seems to speed up, slow down, or stand still. So, yeah, for me, that's how I was feeling for a little bit. It was an outer body experience, and I was just feeling like not like myself. That's what derealization. That's so hard to say. Derealization is. It's just feeling like you're distorted a little bit, and then I also realized a lot of it had to do with sleep. I was getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep. That's not so great for me. Everyone is different. For me, I need at least 8 hours. So I was starting to realize that sleeping 8 and 9 hours for me was much better. I felt more energetic in the morning. So pay attention to how you feel each day. Pay attention to if you feel really tired because that does increase your anxiety. It also does increase whatever pre existing medical condition that you have. Try to limit your screen time. I was finding social media was also aiding in a lot of the way that I was thinking. Social media, too much TV. So, if you're that type of person, which I am, computer time, just try to limit your time on computers, social media, TV. And then just try to have a routine and a schedule. I always talk about meditation, prayer. That helps in a tremendous way. That is a big deal for me. You have to quiet your mind. You have to be able to just sit back and really think. And, well, sometimes you don't even have to really think. Sometimes it's okay to just have complete silence. Another thing for me is also stress. So anytime I'm already stressed, it increases my anxiety. So I try to find a way to decrease stress, whether it is, if you can't change the situation, change your mindset about the situation. Everything in life is not going to be at the click of a button where you can change it and it's going to work in your favor. So you have to work on switching your attitude, changing your attitude about it, and always remembering that everything in life is temporary. Even if you have to write that down and post it somewhere, just remember everything is temporary and give yourself positive affirmation and tell yourself, I am strong, I am resilient. This too shall pass. This is another day. Tomorrow will come. Tomorrow is a better day. You have to speak what you want your life to be. So just make sure that you're always speaking positivity and changing your perspective about things that are out of your control. And when you feel yourself getting sidetracked and getting really anxious, like, oh, I don't have the control, I don't have the control, and you're just feeling like not yourself, just take a deep breath and say, I am in control. I got through this before, I can get through it again. That's positive self talk. So that's another thing that helps me. Also, when I kind of feel like things are kind of turning left, sometimes my diet has a lot to do with it. So sometimes when I drink a lot of coffee, drink a lot of soda, I drink a lot of tea and things of that nature, I have to kind of monitor my intake. Definitely sugar, especially if it's after 7 o'clock p.m. If I eat a lot of cookies and cakes, I'm starting to notice that my anxiety increases as well. So watch what you eat, look at your diet, try to monitor things, and try to make sure that you have a lot of vegetables on your plate. More vegetables and fruit and a small portion of meat. Make sure you're getting all of your nutrients. And if you can't do that, make sure you take multivitamins, and just make sure that you are tending to your diet, and make sure you exercise at least 3 times a week, at least 30 minutes minimum, um, 3 times a week. And that does help. And, give me feedback. Let me know if that's working for you. And also, if all else fails and you feel really anxious, pick up the phone and call someone who makes you smile. Call someone who makes you happy. Call someone that makes you laugh. And that is also what I do. I have friends who make me laugh. I have friends that encourage me. I have my mother, my father. I have family, that makes me laugh and encourages me. And a lot of the times, some of these people don't even know how I felt that day or what I'm going through or if I'm having bouts with what I'm dealing with. I'm just really trying to find a refuge. I'm really trying to find a way to laugh or smile. Sometimes I turn on old comedy specials. Sometimes I turn on TV shows that I love. But find what you love, and find what makes you smile and what makes you happy. And just keep, doing it. And I promise you, like I said, everything is temporary. So I just wanted to give you some small little tips and techniques to overcome your anxiety or whatever mental illness that you're going through. Again, you can overcome anything. You are strong and resilient. God bless. Do not give up on this journey. Bye bye.